Hey guys, I'm back. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to price your SMA services. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to like and subscribe. My channel is going to help you guys with getting over hiccups and hurdles and actually going through and growing your agency much faster by avoiding pitfalls and basically knowing what to do. Okay, so pricing your SMA services is a very critical component to the success of your agency, right? And if you're going to do the pay per lead model, if you're going to do the pay per call model, if you're going to do a mixture of both, and or if you're going to do a retainer model. And then there's other models that you can choose, but those are three models that are very commonly used, very popular. And I believe that if you know how to consider pricing your services, then you can go into your sales calls a lot better equipped, okay? As you guys know, I prefer the pay per lead, pay per call model. And so let's start with those two. So when you have pay per lead or pay per call, right? So we'll just bring it up on the screen, pay per lead, pay per call. You want to know a couple of things. The first thing you want to know is your quality, right? You want to get an idea of your quality of this type of calls that are coming in. You probably have heard me on sales calls with some of my contractors and basically saying, hey, the average job could be between here and much higher or here and here, depending on what the service is, right? And the preface for that is because I already know what the quality is. But when I first got started, I had no idea what the quality is. Matter of fact, I had no idea what it would cost. I think that some of the things that you guys might enjoy if you're calling similar niches is now that you know how to do some research, you know how to do some digging, you can find out on the internet and get an idea of what it will cost. So for instance, let's say you want to work with a business and their average order is between, let's say, $100 to maybe $200 to $300. That's the ballpark average of their orders, right? Then you may say, okay, I'm going to charge a business this much money because of this type of quality of call that they can get, right? So let's say it's a carpet cleaner. You can charge a carpet cleaner anywhere between $30 to $50 a call. In many cases, you can charge more because the average person will get their carpets cleaned maybe 1-2 times, maybe even 3 times if something comes up professionally a year, right? And then they may get it year and after. So again, if you can get a carpet cleaner or what we call like a recurring service business, a high volume of quality phone calls and leads where they're going out and meeting with their customers and they're booking and closing those jobs, it's obviously up to them to extend the life of that client relationship, where that's why you would charge that particular business more money for a phone call that can more likely lead to a sale. And how you can predict that is basically what did the person see prior to contacting the business, right? So once you know that metric, then you can determine, but if you say, Mike, listen, I can get carpet cleaner calls, but they're hit or miss. They could be really good and they could be really bad. Then you want to find a happy medium in what you can price the client, because you may be able to get them more volume, right? When I mean more volume in carpet cleaning, maybe it's 50, 60, 70 calls a day. And the calls could be up and down in terms of quality, but now you're not overcharging or kind of, I would say, abusing the relationship, right? Because if you don't know the type of quality of call that's coming in, then again, you do affect the client with their ability to close the sale, right? Not going to always be their best. Like if you tell someone, hey, you're going to get free carpet cleaning, you get 100 phone calls, you can't really blame a client for that. So just kind of use your discretion, and you want to find how you can position your offer in front of the business and obviously their customers. And that goes into the concept of where do you price, right? Are you going to be the $10 guy or are you going to be the premium guy? More likely than not, the premium guy will have a client much longer than the $10 guy, right? Because there's more value there. The client gets more immediate business. There's less haggle. There's less time wasted. And there's many ways quality can be deciphered, but you can choose what will work best for you. And if you don't have any experience getting your customers, leads and calls, you can book a strategy call so we can kind of iron out some of the details for your particular agency and your business, right? Then the other option we have is the retainer model, right? I spelled that wrong. So with the retainer model, essentially you're charging your client a fixed monthly fee. And on top of the fee, some people may have a commission offer. But as you guys know before, if you're going to charge your client a retainer model, you do want to understand what the current value is in the marketplace. So for example, if this particular business, we're going to post an ad, let's just say that we're going to post an ad looking to hire a marketing specialist to come in and work for their company, okay? The minimum that they would be able to hire someone for, and I think it's a little higher, but I think it's between $500 to $600 a week, which is about $2,000 a month. And obviously, if it's $600 a week, it's $2,400 a month in terms of their base salary. And then they would give that person, marketing dollars or ad spend to run advertising for their company. Okay, that's minimum. In 2022, you will more than likely, for that type of salary, get the bottom of the barrel marketing. You probably will get someone with no experience, they don't know what they're doing, and they basically have to experiment with your money while you pay for their salary. So in many cases, you're going to want to be, determine where you want to be with each client. I do know that for a decent marketer, it's going to be anywhere from $60,000 to $80,000 base. And so you would work out what that would be monthly, and then the company would cover their advertising for that marketing specialist. And so that's how you would want to price your services. Now, you might be saying, Mike, there's not a lot of carpet cleaners that might be able to pay me $4 to $5 grand a month plus ad spend. Well, there are several that can. You just have to determine how you want to position yourself as an expert, okay? Because there are a lot of carpet cleaning companies that do spend in the hundreds of thousands each year in advertising and marketing. So they can definitely cover that cost. It's just, can you bring the value, right? And so when you're looking at how much you're going to potentially charge a business, if you don't 100%, when I mean 100%, like if you have no experience, you don't know what you're doing, then again, you're that person that could be around that $2,000 per month. If you're looking to gain experience, many times people will try to find a way so they can figure out the vertical, figure out the business, figure out some advertising so that they can get to the bigger dollars, right? Because they want the knowledge and they want the know-how a little bit more than they just want to collect the check, okay? And some of those things are to your discretion because it's your agency, but that's how I would preface it. When I first learned how to do some of the advertising for many of the clients I have, I had no idea what I was doing. And the beauty of it, that with the pay-per-lead side, is that I had to learn while failing. And that's the reality of it, right? But once you have the recipe, now you can take this recipe and your recipe becomes duplicatable, right? And you're getting paid based on value, not necessarily time. So you have to consider what works best for you. But in my experience, and from being in this industry for a period of time, that's how I would price my different services. So guys, listen, if this video has been helpful, I want you guys to like and subscribe. My channel, like I told you guys before, is going to help you get more results in your SMMA agency. And matter of fact, we will be having some testimonials coming out, sessions that I've been doing, and the strategy calls have been absolutely phenomenal. I'm kind of happy and relieved as well, I should say, because I've been able to help other people. And that's really something that I've always wanted to do, turn around and help somebody get success by following something that's real, because we've all been on the internet. We've all tried different things, and many times maybe it doesn't work the way you want. But me starting coaching and strategy calls, my biggest thing is making sure that I can give someone information that I always wish I could be able to get. And in many cases, it's not the case, but I've been able to deliver on my promises. And so if you guys are also looking for a strategy call, or if you're looking for a coach that can help you grow your SMMA agency, I invite you to book a strategy call where you can figure out what are the hiccups and hurdles you're having in your business. And then if it's a coaching call, then we get on the phone, we figure out where you are and if you qualify, right? So if you qualify for my coaching program, then I will invite you in and basically get started. And over the next 5 weeks, we'll take you from where you are to where you want to be. And if you guys like that, I'll see you next time.